Hey guys, welcome to Tabletop Warband's Battle Reports channel. In this video we are playing Kill Team in a 100 points match that sees Orcs versus Tau Empire. I'm Simone and I'll play Orcs.
Hi, I'm Andrea and I will play Tau Empire. Before we started, we wanted to let you know that this is a new channel and it would help us a lot if you could subscribe. And don't forget to activate the bell so you don't miss the next Battle Reports. Thank you guys.
Today's mission is Sweep and Clear, taken from the core book. The two armies will have to deploy within these two areas. There are 4 battle objectives and they are arranged in this way. The goal of this mission is to take possession of the objectives and kill the enemy models. Each player scores 1 victory point for every enemy model taken out of action and 3 victory points for each objective marker that they control at the end of the battle. The player with the most victory points is the winner.
The game will last 4 turns, after which the player with the most points will roll a d6. On a 3+, the game will continue, otherwise the game ends. Same thing for the next round, but this time it will end with a 4+. The game ends automatically at the end of the 6th battle round. Both armies start with 0 common points, gaining 1 base point plus an additional one if the leader is alive each start of the turn.
Let's move on to the description of the armies. The Orcs have found an Imperial cargo depot to raid. Too bad some filthy Tau have already got their hands on the good stuff. We need to teach them a lesson. The team consists of a boss nob leader armed with a combi weapon with Scorcha, a Luta Spanner decoms with a custom Mega Blasta, a Burna Boy demolition specialist with his faithful Burna, and a Luta Heavy specialist armed with Death Gun. Moving on, there are 7 Orc Boys, all armed with Slugga and Choppa. Come on guys, you have work to do.
Geeno's crew is back, but this time they are facing a group of orcs for the control of the goods inside the depot. Go Geeno! Send them back to the swamp they came out of. My team is composed of 6 Pathfinders armed with Pulse Carbine, Marker Light and Photon Grenade, 1 Recon Drone armed with Burst Cannon, 1 Grab Inhibitor Drone and 1 Shield Drone. Then there are 3 Pathfinder Gunners, Comm Specialist and Demolition Specialist armed with Ray Rifle and Photon Grenade. And the last one is a Sniper equipped with Iron Rifle and Photon Grenade. The team leader is a Pathfinder Shasui armed with Pulse Carbine, Pulse Pistol, Marker Light and Photon Grenade.
Rolling for who has the initiative to determine who will act first in the first round. 2d6, the higher result begins. Not the best dice roll.
Ooh, the first turn is mine. Awesome! Orcs are not so strong during the shooting phase, so my goal will be to keep my distance and try to thin them out in the first round.
All things considered, I don't mind starting second this round. I will have a chance to see where Andrea will deploy his units and react accordingly. My orcs are very slow, but I have to do what I can to get to melee as quickly as possible without too many casualties.
Movement. This turn, I can afford to get a little closer to him to get a better view of the field without risking a charge. So I move Lino and Pino behind the pipes to see behind the container. Then I move Nemo and Aldo behind the crates for the same reason, while the Recon Drone moves to give cover to my sniper. Everyone else is ready to shoot.
As I imagined, Andrea hasn't moved that much and is there waiting for me, so I will try to get as close as I can. The first 2 orcs advance while remaining in cover. The third moves towards the pipes. I don't think they are close enough to shoot, but they are not the ones I count on in the shooting phase. On the right side instead, I have to try to arrange the orcs in order to provide cover for everyone. They have low armor and the cover will give them additional help. Objective 4 is the one I aim to keep at all costs, even if it has the defect of being in the middle of the field and without cover. The other 2 orcs advance and position themselves behind the machinery, ready to charge the 2 Tau in front of them in the next turn, while the Luta, the Spanner and the Boss Nob look out slightly from the side of the container, hoping not to attract too much attention. How cute. And now, for the last orc, an extremely important movement. I assure you it has no tactical foundation whatsoever. In fact, I'd say it's perhaps the dumbest move I can do. But I'll tell you a secret. Ever since we created this breach between the 2 containers, I have an unstoppable desire to see an orc cross it. And I don't care if it could cost me the game. Skullhead will try to cross it. Don't try this at home, guys.
Let's move on to shooting. Having the initiative, I shoot first with my ready. To start, my sniper targets the Luta and overcharges the weapon. The 3 attacks. 5. This means 3 attacks, in cover, at short range, and with the comms bonus, I hit at 4. To hit. Strength 8 and Toughness 4 means wound with 2. Both wound. With -1 penetration, I deny his armor, then, with 2 damage, I roll directly 2 dice for the injury roll. He dies with a 5+ thanks to the cover. Ah, so close. Just a light wound. Next one to shoot is the comms on the Burna Boy. 2 shots at 4+ due to the short range, cover, and the Recon Drone ability Recon Suit. Both miss. Rerolling one with a common point. Still miss. Now my Demolition Specialist on the Orc Boy. Short range and full vision means 2 shots at 4. Just one through. With strength 6 and toughness 4, I wound with 3. Nope. My leader fires on the Orc Boy on top of the container. 2 shots at 5 for the long range. 1 hit. Strength 5 and toughness 4 means wound with 3. Or not.
Oh no, he's close to the edge, so I have to roll a dice. If I do 1, he falls below. 6! He stands strong!
Oh, I want him to fall. Dino aims the same orc. 2 shots at 5 for the long range. 6 and 1 again. Wounding with 3. 1, I have a deja vu.
Again! Leave him be! Ha! It's fine!
Now it's Gino's turn to shoot, but he aims to the Burna Boy that he sees in full view. 2 shots at 5+ for the long range. 1 hit. With strength 5 and toughness 4, I wound with 3. Wounded!
Saving with 6? Oh boy.
Injury roll. With 4+, he dies. Yes, just right.
Okay, I can't let the Burna Boy die, so I use the tactic just a flesh wound. On a 4+, he will have a flesh wound instead. Ah, goodbye mi Burna. Shame on you, Andrea. Just know that he leaves 2 Burna kids.
Oh no. Anyway, having finished the models in ready, I start shooting with the ones that have moved, this time alternating who shoots. I start with my Aldo on the Orc Boy in front of him. 2 attacks at 5+, being in short range but in cover. Both miss.
Ha! I can finally shoot too! My Luta, feel no weight, targets the Recon Drone with D3 attacks in short range and with no cover. 3! Nice! He has a wound, but thanks to the +1 of the comms next to him, he hits at 5+. Oh wow, that's bad.
It's up to Nemo to shoot. 2 hits on the Orc Boy with the axe raised at 5+. 1 hit. Wounding with 3. Wounded!
Oh no, Pabu, he cannot die! Saving at 6? See? Told ya! My spanner, Headaches, also tries to shoot down the Recon Drone. Being long range, I hit at 6. But if I do 1, my spanner suffers a wound. Nope, at least it's not a 1.
The Recon Drone fires on the orc on top of the container. He has to fall.
Skullhead, stay strong!
4 attacks at 5 for the short range and being in full view. 1 hit. Wounding with 3. Wounded!
I need a 6, come on! No, don't die please! You have a bridge to pass!
Rolling for the injury, with 4+, he dies. Oh, come on! Just a flesh wound.
Let's see if he falls. And he's still there! Well done, my friend! Skullhead is not happy with the injury he received, so he uses his Laga on Nemo, hitting at 6. Ah, it's okay.
Lee, no, show your teammates how to shoot, please. 2 shots on Skullhead at 5. Just 1. Strength 5 and toughness 4 means wound with 3. Wounded!
Okay, let's try saving with 6 this time. Skullhead, you're wearing just underwear.
He is already wounded, so I need 3+ to kill him. 3, and he's dead. Good job, Lino.
I didn't think it would be that difficult to cross the bridge. Captain Barbos fires on the ray rifle next to objective 3. 2 shots at 6. 1 hit, strength 4, toughness 3, so I need a 3. Ha! Guess what?
My last model to shoot is Pino, who targets the Orc Boy in front of him. 2 shots at 6. Both miss.
Pabu shoots Aldo with 1 shot at 6. Bravo, Pabu! Strength 4, toughness 3, wounding with 3. Wounded!
With 0 penetration, I save with 5. Nope, it goes through.
He's in cover, so I need a 5 to kill him. Oh, Pabu, you were so close! Good job anyway.
My poor Aldo.
Toothy shoots Dino with 1 shot at 6. And the pistol just slipped away.
End of the first round. Now there should be the moral phase, but we both passed the tests automatically. I would say this game has started really great for me. I have already managed to eliminate 2 orcs and wound 1, without losing a single Tsao, and staying at an acceptable distance. Next turn, if I get the initiative again, I can back off a little and continue the carnage.
I haven't had the best of beginnings. I already lost 2 orcs and I'm still too far from the Tau. Andreas' disposition is really putting me in trouble. But my biggest disappointment is not being able to get the orc across the bridge. Skullhead, you were almost there, damn it! Let's roll for the initiative. 9!
That's an 8. You first.
Finally something positive. I have the possibility to charge some Tau. Pabu will charge both Tau in front of him.
Both Nemo and Aldo retreat, and thanks to a Tau skill for the greater good, I can overwatch with all models within 6 inches of the Pathfinders. So my Recon Drone fires at Pabu 4 shots at 6. 1 hit, strength 5, toughness 4, need 3 to wound. 1. Rerolling with a command point. 2. Seriously? And they retreat.
Okay guys, I need a 9 to reach them. Ah, close! I can reroll the charge thanks to the roll, here we go. Yeah, I guess not. I'm moving 4 inches forward in cover. It's time for Pocahontas to charge the 2 Tau in front of him.
My Tau overwatch, starting with Pino, 2 hits at 6. 1 hit, wounding with 3. Nope. Now it's Lino's turn. 1 hit again. 3 to wound. Wounded.
Okay, saving with 6. That's it! Nice! Come on, Pocahontas, run to your just meat. Wow, Pocahontas is so happy. Omogud will try the charge too. I need 10. Reroll with the ability, here we go. Unlucky. I keep him in cover. Puchicho moves forward as Toothy sticks to the container. Olumpa joins his friend, while the last 3 remaining ready.
The orcs are a little too close for my taste, so I back off with the drone and my demolition specialist moves to get the orcs inside. On the other side of the field, my pathfinders move to shoot the orcs behind the container, while my shield drone goes to cover my gunners.
Starting with Luta on the Tau sniper. D3 attacks. Only 1. Thanks to the +1 of the comms, I hit at 5. Or not. I use the tactic Daka 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 to fire with the Luta one more time. 1. Again. Come on, hit him. Oh, finally! Strength 7, toughness 3, wounding with 2. That's nice!
With -1 penetration, I save with 6. Ooh, that's nicer!
What? That's unfair!
My sniper shoots at Olumpa. He overcharges the shot, so D3 attacks, hitting at 3 because of the cover, short range, and the +1 of Recon and comms. D3 attacks. 3. Nice! 3 to hit. I reroll the 1 thanks to the sniper ability. 3. Strength 8, toughness 4, I wound with 2. Wounded! With -1 penetration, I deny his armor, so I roll to see if he dies. On a 4+, the model is eliminated. Goodbye!
Oh no! Olumpa!
I'm sorry, sir. You have to leave.
Headaches points his custom Mega Blaster at the sniper to avenge Olumpa. 1 hit at 6. Of course not.
It's up to my comms to shoot, and he targets the orc behind barrel. In short range, it's 2 shots at 5. Both. Strength 6, toughness 4, need 3 to wound. Both wound. With -4 penetration, I deny his armor, rolling the damage, d3 damage each. 3 is the highest, so 3 dice for the injury roll. Come on, need a 5. What?
Oh wow! How lucky he is! Captain Barbos has to take matters into his own hands. 2 hits at 6 on Nemo. Not even close. Puchicho points his Laga on Gino. 1 shot at 6. Ah! Close!
Tau don't like it when you shoot at Gino. So the leader, Dino and Gino fire on Puchicho. Starting with Gino, 2 shots at 5. Both miss. Now Dino with 2 more hits at 5. 1 hit. 3 to wound. Miss. The leader is the last one with 2 hits at 5. Missed both. What a great performance, guys. Now it's up to my demolition specialist to target Pabu with 2 hits at 5. 1 hit. Wounding with 2 thanks to the demolition specialist's ability. Wounded. Armor denied, so d3 damage. 3. Injury roll. 4+ and he's eliminated. Are you serious? rerolling with 1 command point. Oh, come on!
Oh man, he's so tough!
Recon Drone, please take care of it. 4 shots on Pabu at 6. Not even 1.
Not this time, baby! Finally, it's time for some orc stuff. Thanks to the Choppa, I make 3 attacks at 3+, 2 on the guy with the binoculars and 1 on the other. Really? Just 1? Strength 4, toughness 3, I wound with 3. Wounded.
0 penetration, so need 5 to save. There he is!
Okay, that's not funny.
My Lino throws a punch in return. 1 hit at 5. Hit! Strength 3, toughness 4, means wound with 5. Wounded!
I need a 6 to save him. Okay, wait. No way a Tau can kill an orc in melee.
He's not a normal Tau, he's Lino. 4+, and he's eliminated.
Yeah, see?
Wait, rerolling with a command point, and he's gone!
What? What is that? There is something wrong in this game. More than half of my orcs have minor injuries or are dead, which means I'll have to check if my team is broken. The highest leadership of the team is 7, so with 2 dice I have to roll 7 or less in order not to lose the game. Okay, we are still in the game. Now there are the nerve tests. For Pabu I used the tactic Insane Bravery to make him pass the test automatically, while for Feel No Weight, thanks to the proximity of its teammates, he must do 4 or less to pass the test. 4! Attaboy! This round was a real disappointment. Most of the charges have failed, and apparently my orcs are as good at melee as they are at shooting. Luckily, this game will be played in the final round in Objectives Control. Let's just hope we get there.
This round was great as well. 2 more orcs eliminated and 2 injured. If I continue like this, I should be able to finish the game in the next round. A huge shout out to Lino that managed to kill an orc with a fist. I hope to be able to take the initiative so that I can move and then I simulate the possibility to charge. Round 3.
Okay, I need the first round, guys. Oh no.
Oh yeah, my turn. As I said, I have the first turn, therefore I can move back with the models closest to the orcs to avoid being charged at this round. Lino and Pino join the others behind the barrels. Nemo and Aldo do the same and move back a little. My recon drone moves to provide my sniper a cover and my shield drone enters 3 inches from my gunners to protect them.
The time has come for my orcs to do what they do best, run and hide. The shooting superiority of the Tau is overwhelming, and their position gives them an absolute advantage, so I try to play cunning. Although I don't think that's the best feature of the orcs. Good luck to me!
Shooting phase. My ready can't see the orcs, so it's up to Aldo to shoot first. He targets the Luta and fires 2 shots at 6. Missing both.
Feel No Weight unloads his power on Aldo. You didn't let me cross the bridge, I won't let you up the stairs. D3 hits. 2. Hitting a 5 thanks to the comms. 1 hit. Strength 7, toughness 3, wounding with 2. Feel this.
-1 penetration, so I save with 6. Nope. Reroll with the command point. Still no.
It's time to kill? Yes!
I'm sorry, Aldo. Bad luck. It's up to Nemo, who sees Toothy Sacks and shoots him. 2 shots at 6. Both miss. My recon drone also fires at Toothy, this time 4 shots at 6. 1 hit. Strength 5 and toughness 4 means wound with 3. Wounded!
Saving with 6. That's not a 6.
Injury roll, 4+ to kill. There he is! 1 more orc says goodbye.
I don't want to lose another orc, so I use the tactic Just a Flesh Wound. I need a 4+. Nope. Let me understand. The drone shot him on the axe that slipped from his hand and fell on his head, killing him?
Pretty much.
The situation is worse than before, so I have to check if my team is broken. 7 or less with 2 dice. 5. At least they resist. Brave, but useless. Feel No Weight has to take the nerve test and needs to do 3 or less. Yes, I figured. Our dear Luta is shaken and he can't do anything more until he recovers. Same situation for Pabu, except that he has no close companions and therefore needs a 1 to pass the test. And he is shaken too, and something tells me he will stay there indefinitely.
Wow, this turn was quick. Poor Aldo, your dad will not be forgotten. Anyway, this round went great too. Simone is basically left with 4 orcs, and I still have 10 models that can shoot. If the next round starts Simone first, I have a very high chance of ending the game.
Another round passed in classic orc style. Guys, if the other clans saw how you're doing, you would be the laughing stock. Even trying to hide, I suffered losses. As desperate as the game may seem, I still have some aces up my sleeve to play, which is the control of the objectives in the last round. All I need is a chance to start second. Let's see. No, that's not what I needed!
Ooh, I like those dice. You're first.
Guys, that's not what I expected. This is the third round and it could be the last, but if I move forward and it turns out not to be the last round, I would lose. For the game to end, Andrea will have to make a 1 or 2 with a d6 at the end of the round, and knowing his usual dice rolls, he won't. In my opinion, the game will not end this round. So, run and hide.
Since Simone doesn't want to go out to get the objectives, I'll do it. Then all the models ready except Lino and Pino. In the shooting phase, the ready fires first, so I start with my sniper on the spanner with d3 overcharged shots at 4. Just 1. Reroll with a command point. 2. It's okay. I reroll the 1 thanks to the sniper ability. 1 again! He suffers a mortal wound.
That's nice. Are you trying to help me some way?
Yeah. Wounding with 2. 6. With -1 penetration, I deny his armor. Then I roll the injury. With 4, he dies. And that's the 4.
Okay, headaches can't leave us like this. I use the tactic just a flesh wound to try to save him with 4+. Then it's really a flesh wound.
Now I have to roll to see if my sniper dies. Injury roll. 3. Just a flesh wound.
This is for you.
And this is for you. Now my recon drone always on the spanner. 4 shots at 6. All miss. Nemo also tries to shoot the spanner with 2 shots at 6. Nothing to do.
Shooting with the spanner this turn is quite risky, because to hit I have to roll a 6, and if I do a 1, he self-inflicts a wound and therefore could die. But I feel pretty confident about it. So 1 hit at 6 on Nemo. Ha! Told ya! Strength 8, toughness 3, wounding with 2. Wounded! -3 penetration, so I do d3 damage directly. 3 damage, which means 3 dice for the injury roll. Swim away, little fish!
It's okay. You can go find Dory now.
Here we go again, guys. Let's see if my team is broken or not. I need 7 or less. Oh, they're steady. Let's see if my shaken models recover or not. I need 1 with both of them. Pabo is shaken. Diluta? Obviously it doesn't recover either. Plus I have to do the nerve test on headaches. Okay guys, this is starting to be a problem.
Now I roll to see if the game ends here or if it continues another turn. On a 1 or 2, the game ends. 6. Of course. The game continues.
Yes, I knew it. The injured and then shaken spanner was a bad blow, although he still managed to earn 1 victory point. Andrea is in a clear advantage position. It will not be easy to win this match.
Unfortunately, in this round as well, I lost a very valuable warrior. Nemo will always remain in our hearts. In any case, Simone is left with 3 usable models. And that's okay to me. I'm curious to see what he will try to do in the next round.
We have 1 last turn to attempt the coup. The only move left for me to do is try to take the objectives with those few models that can still move. I absolutely need to start second.
And I need you to start first, so I can keep my distance. You know, these days. Initiative.
Seriously? This is a bad joke.
Nah, I'm good with that. Once again, you start first.
Puciccio tries to charge the 2 Tau near the objective to clear the field.
Great. Since he's not inside, they can't do Overwatch, and so I back down with both of them.
My goal with the charge right now is to get close to the objective and not reach the Tau. With the grab drone reducing my movement by d3, I need a good dice roll to get there. That's not enough. I repeat the roll with the ability here we go. That's better.
I roll to see how much the movement reduces. 1. Oh well.
Puciccio is positioned next to the objective. Amogod reaches his companion and is ready to throw a grenade on the approaching Tau. Captain Barbos positions himself to control Objective 4.
Considering the high movement of the Tau, I climb over the barrier and place 3 valid warriors to control the marker. The gunners move on the other side of the container to be able to shoot the 2 orcs competing for the objective. While thanks to its 8 inches of movement, the Recon Drone reaches Objective 1, conquering 3 objectives.
The only thing I can do right now is to try to get rid of the Tau on Objective 2. Captain Barbos fires at G No with 2 hits at 6. 1 hit, Strength 4, Toughness 3, wounding with 3. That's it!
No penetration, so saving with 5. And that's the 6! My G No is too strong.
No comment.
Now it's my sniper who shoots the orc waving with the pistol. I use the sniper tactic which, for 1 command point, guarantees me +1 to hit. And in addition, I use the comms ability on him, taking an additional +1, so 2 hits at 3. Both hit, Strength 7, Toughness 4, 3 to wound. Wounded! -1 penetration, so no armor. Then rolling the injury, with 4 he dies. Keep waving while you lead the battlefield.
He has to stay alive. I used the tactic just a flesh wound one last time to give him a flesh wound at 4+. No! Oh my god, you failed me so hard!
There's really nothing else Simone can do to win, so let's end the game with the Tau winning firmly. Gino's team this time proved their worth, even if I didn't manage to express the full potential of the Tau. Let's also say that I was helped a lot by the initial deployment area and the type of the mission. Controlling the battlefield was easy. I'm proud of you guys.
Yeah, sure, keep all the teeny tiny shiny stuff. We orcs don't care. No, seriously, this match was a green screen massacre. Getting across the map with movement 5 in front of a Tau fighting squad is one of the most stressful experiences an orc can ever have. Probably I should have been playing hide and seek from the start. Maybe next time. And with this we conclude. Thanks for the support and enthusiasm you are showing for the channel. It means a lot to us.
If you have any questions, advice or curiosities, write us in the comments and we will reply as soon as possible. There is nothing more beautiful than an active community. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel.
That's it, guys!
See you next video!